Girl, clean it up, honey.
Mr. Clean, Lysol, all of it, microban, get it all, baby. Okay, Kandi, so next week, we're going to go ahead and get into it. Next week, it marks the 300th episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. How does it feel? Yeah, see, you ain't even know that.
Didn't know that.
I ain't either. I just found out. It's okay, but we all know now. How does it feel to be a part of The Real Housewives of Atlanta? And like I said, you are one of the OGs. Like, you've been on there since short hair Kandi.
Well, I don't really consider myself an OG because I wasn't on season 1. Okay. But I am the longest running housewife on there. 13 seasons straight, representing Real Housewives of Atlanta all day. I mean, it can be really crazy. You understand that. And it's stressful for real. Because like going back and forth with people all the time and constantly dealing with drama is stressful. But, you know, I'm glad to still be here.
So have you ever had a moment where you feel like, yeah, I ain't going back next season?
Of course. I think everybody's had that moment. I think we've all had that moment where we, you know, be feeling like, you know what, it ain't really worth it. And then, you know, we just be like, I come back.
Yeah. Now, Dr. Jackie and Miss Quad, both of you ladies have, I think, your 150th episode coming up.
Get into it.
Ooh, it. Like, woo, y'all been around. Listen, I've been on both shows since they hit TV. I have to know from both of you ladies, how does it feel to get ready to celebrate the 150th episode? What are we doing? I'm down in Atlanta.
It's euphoric to me. I'm just like overjoyed that we are still kicking it, making a difference in lives. I mean, you made me a mother. I graduated from an auntie to a mother. I mean, mother tonight, y'all. Not auntie, mother.
Okay, I take it back.
So I'm super excited, but like Kandi said, it's very stressful. And I don't know if our sister shows don't realize it, but we come sometimes from the operating room to the show and from work. And so it's double stress in that we just leave work on time. Everybody's healthy and happy and whole and go right into the show.
Yeah. Quad.
Well, I think it's really amazing that we have been able to sustain ourselves. Listen, even on the network, we've been through a number of days, a number of times. And what I have to say, I got to take my hats off. In fact, I ain't got no hat on, honey. I got to take my wig off to the good fans, because no matter what, wherever day that they switch us to, whatever time that they switch us to, the fans are whole, the fans are solid. And we really do really appreciate that support. But listen, we are not a huge franchise. Let's just keep it real. You know, we are a standalone show. And it says a lot about our show that we're still here almost 10 years later. So yes. I'm just really proud of the cast, the production team, and Bravo as a whole to see that there's value here within Married to Medicine.
Yeah. Yes, I want to go back to, you said the fans. So the fans, this is for all three of you ladies. So the fans, you know, the show has this drama, but one thing the fans notice is that it's sisterhood on both shows. Can each of you take a turn and talk about what it's like supporting each other as sisters on the show?
I'll go last.
I'll start, and I'll say the sisterhood that we have is much deeper than people know. Because if something's happening with Kandi or something's happening with Kenya, any of the girls on the other show, or even definitely with Married to Medicine, we pick up the phone. It's not just a TV show for us. We kind of created almost a family. And I mean, Kandi knows I'm the godmother of her kid. Okay? So it's more than just a show for us. It's certainly a sisterhood, and we are always concerned and always there for each other. And we root for Real Housewives of Atlanta as much as we root for ourselves, because it's a sisterhood.
Yeah. I agree with Dr. Jackie on that. I mean, we definitely developed friendships across shows, you know. One thing, I ain't supposed to tell y'all stuff from Reunion, but one thing they asked us, like, if we had to go to any other franchise, where would it be? And I said Married to Medicine for me, because those are my sister ATL girls. And I'm an ATL girl all day, you know what I mean? So I definitely feel like there's a sisterhood there. Now, you know, there are some of us who would like to go to WWF or WWE together. Sometimes we want to jump off the ropes on each other, and that's no lie, you know. But at the end of the day, I mean, this is a journey that, you know, we've taken together that, like, nobody can even imagine doing. You know what I'm saying? Some of the stuff that we've done together is just like, wow, you will remember it for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And you talking about WWE, you just keep watching Married to Medicine.
Yeah, I was hearing about it. You told me.
Y'all did it again. Y'all did it again.
And again, baby. But I will echo the same sentiments. I got to tell you that a lot of our relationships are organic. This is not about television. It's just we happen to be on television. Kandi and I used to live like literally right around the corner from one another. You know, and just hanging out together, bonding, spending time with families. It's just a good feeling, you know, for someone to truly understand, because reality TV is tough. You know, we give you the glitz and the glam, honey, and all of the one-liners and the him and the han. But baby, it is tough boots down to the floor. Sometimes it can be emotionally taxing and mentally draining. And to be able to just pick up the phone and call someone and say, you know, what do you think about this? And they truly do understand. They're looking at it from not the standpoint of a fan, but from being in it. And so I really rejoice in the camaraderie there. I really do.
I give it up to y'all because, you know, I've been approached a couple times about reality, and I'm like, no, I just want to talk about it.
Ooh, and baby, let me tell you something. You wear the girls thin on this Instagram, honey, baby.
Yes.
Yes.
So is it safe to say that when y'all have those moments where y'all arguing and you have these big fights on television, y'all do leave when the cameras go down, mics are off, and y'all do actually call and fix it, or do you wait until you come back on TV to fix it?
Ooh, that was a good question.
Production would like for us to wait. Okay. But just depending on where you are in the relationship, you may pick up the phone. Like Heavenly said some very disparaging things about me some time ago that I still will deal with at the reunion. But I did pick up the phone and call her because she is my friend. And, you know, I think the friendship is worth it. So, you know, I picked up the phone and I called her, you know, but sometimes it's not always like that. Sometimes it's like, oh, that's where we are. Let me match your energy.
What about you, Kandi? Because I know you are one of the most neutral people on the show. So do you ever like pick up the phone, call Marlo, call Kenya, or whoever that you just had like an issue with on camera?
Typically, see, they sometimes be mad at me about this, but I like to wait till they come on camera because I want it to be fresh. I want it to be right off the dome. I don't even want you to have time to be thinking about what you gonna say or try to change it. But when they go to camera, I want to catch you right on camera and let you come with it.
Yes.
I do not like when people are prepared and be able to, because like sometimes if we do have a conversation on camera, their real reaction of how they really felt, they try to change it up for when they try to play it down or soften the blow or whatever. I'm like, nah. You had that energy with me on camera. Well, I'm gonna have that energy with you on camera. I'm not even gonna let that smoke die. You gonna catch all the smoke you gave me on camera.
But they don't want that though. They
want
to be able to say things publicly and then try to fix it behind closed doors. So how do you deal with that?
What I'm saying is that's why I don't even want you calling me off camera, because see, that's the thing that annoys me. It's like sometimes I notice, like over the years, I'm not just talking about like this year, I'm just saying over the years, people will say things on camera, be cutting you deep. But then they want to call you off camera to play it down or to be like, oh, it wasn't like that. So that when you come and talk to them about it on camera, you won't be so angry or your reaction won't
light their ass up.
Yeah, you won't light them up. So I don't want you calling me trying to fix nothing on camera. You gonna catch it how you gave it.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a real reaction. That's how I am when I watch the show.
I'm all about the kumbaya, so I'm probably gonna kumbaya right there. Stay there, like, no, wait a minute. What did you mean? Can you process that for me more? So I can't sleep, so I need to go to sleep at night. So if I leave and there's been a big, I can't go to sleep.
Well, why don't you just call like Miss Quad or somebody else? Don't call that person, because Dr. Jackie, I'm ready to get a real reaction from you on TV. I swear, I think you get to calling people on the phone, and then when you get there, you so calm because you already done worked it out.
I'm always like that, though. Quad, would you vouch for me? I'm like
most
that.
certainly. This is truly who she is. I mean, let me tell you something. Dr. Jackie thinks about her reputation first, in the process, and on the end, baby. You're not going to shake her or break her, honey. Her reputation is everything. And she's worked very hard for that. So it's something to be commended that she can be on a reality show and let us all be the damn fools, honey. Just ride the wave.
No, Kandi, would you tell them in my office I'm like that too?
You are always so peaceful and everything is so zen.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not
gonna talk about it, but you remember one day in my office and you were there and all these people came in my office and I'm like, what is going? Remember?
Oh yeah.
I was still calm. I was like, okay, so hold on 1 second. Let me make a few phone calls.
But you keep things. Your energy is always positive. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not like that all the time. I'm not. And
we know.
I wish that I could keep myself calm the way that you do. I don't know how you do it.
Listen, speaking of your energy, Kandi, last week you tapped on into Marlo's ass because she was talking about Ralph not adopting Josiah.
Yeah.
And you was like, now hold on, wait a minute. How you got something to say and you gave your nephews back? Now, I wanted to ask you, because you are neutral, how do you feel about Ralph not adopting Josiah? Because, you know, he was going against Drew's wishes. But he did say he talked to Josiah's father and he didn't feel right with him doing that. I mean, I feel like man to man, he did the right thing. However, that's
I thought he did the right thing too. Now, mind you, when we had our conversation that y'all saw on camera, I didn't know that Drew had told him she wanted him to adopt him. Like that was their conversation that they had between the two of them. So I was not aware that that was what she had said to him. But I can only go by my own experience. You know, I had a stepfather who was a great stepdad. You know, even after him and my mom separated, he still was in my life, did stuff for me and all of that. But I remember when I was younger, he had asked me about did I want him to adopt me or whatever, so that I could have the same last name, I guess, as him and my mom. And I was just like, even though me and my dad wasn't on the best of terms, I just felt like I didn't want to do that to him. Like I didn't want to change my last name. I didn't want to, you know, even though I loved my stepdad. So I understood when I was listening to their conversation, I understood it from that perspective, you know. And I'm just like, her of all people, dealing with what she was dealing with at that time, I didn't feel like she was the one that was qualified to be going in on him. So I was like, stop.
True. Now I want Dr. Jackie and Ms. Quad to go ahead and just weigh in on that. How do you feel about that situation? Do you think a stepfather should adopt their stepson if the mother wants them to? But they have the dad.
I think I would want the stepfather to be authentic. If he didn't really want to do it or he didn't feel it was right to do, I don't think I would want him to do it, because he needs to be a true father to that child. And so to adopt him because the mother wants you to do it, I don't know if I would want that.
Mm-hmm.
In reference to me, a lot of things come into play. We got to look at what are the laws in that particular state. We got to look at the process. Does the mother need to sign over their parental rights? Does the father need to sign over their parental rights? So, excuse me, it's just not, hey, you want the kid? Yeah, take the kid. It's not that. It's a little bit more deeper in terms of how that works in reference to the judicial system, right? If they could not decide on that, then I would probably just say you can still be a father, but you don't have to always say, listen, I've mothered a lot of children and I don't file on my income tax. I don't. I'm here as a help aid, and anything that I can do in reference to my family, as you can see that this season, then that's what I'm going to do. It's not all about it's about what needs to happen at that moment. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes if a parent is not ready to sign up those parental rights, but they need help, but maybe they may be on the right track, or it could be just a transition. I think as a family member, you need to stand in the fold of that.
And it's most important what's for the child. You know, what's his relationship with the child? You know, what does the child want? Does he need that? You know, to say, I want him to be my legal father. So it would depend on the child as well.
Yeah. But then, I mean, that's the other question. It's like, how would their son really know? Because he does have the same last name as them. They changed his name. You know, like really the physical part of the adoption is more like legalities and paperwork. So children don't really know about that part, do they?
I don't necessarily think they do, Kandi. You're right. I don't. I think kids only know what the parents tell them or how the parents talk around them, which I feel like we need to really govern ourselves when we're around young ears in reference to things like that, because we don't want to make the kid feel isolated.
Hey, y'all, on a reality TV show, they'll know.
I was going to say,
you think the kids watching the show?
Quad.
The children young. They shouldn't be watching this show. This show real.
I mean, Riley was young, but Kandi, when Riley got older, did she see some things and come to you and talk to you about that later?
Well, she don't even really watch that much anymore. She just catches the clips. Like, she likes to watch the clips on social media. She don't really watch the whole show. But there was a time when she was little. At first, I didn't let her watch it, but she came to me when she was like 7 or 8 and was like, you know, I think it's not fair that you don't let me watch the show, because she was like, my friends watch the show and they're able to come to school talking about it. And I feel like I need to know what's going on so that I can be able to, you know, go back and forth or say whatever I want to say to my friends if they say something crazy. So at that point, I was like, well, you're right. If they watching it, you go ahead and watch it.
Look at Quad face. Miss Quad. Okay, Miss Quad, I got a question for you. So your mom and nephew lives with you now. How has that adjustment been with, you know, adding your mom and your nephew in the house with you? How is life now with them in the house?
I mean, I'm very family oriented. So, you know, it's nothing more warms my heart than to have my family with me and to know that I'm giving them a better quality of life. And that we're just enjoying each other. There's nothing like family. See, people may come and go, money may come and go, a lot of things gonna come and go. The only thing that is consistent is your family. And so that's the thought process that I have with it. So I'm enjoying them being there.
So would you let your nephew watch the show?
No. First of all, baby, Mason is in the bed at 8:30. I don't play no games, honey. Get down.
Even in the summer, he can't stay up to 10.
Baby, 10.
How old is
the summer is a couple of months. We're talking about the school season. No, we got to make sure he's always prepared. There is structure. Children need structure.
Okay. Dr. Jackie, let's go ahead and switch it up. So you planned this Vegas trip.
Lord Jesus.
But you said something on Watch What Happens Live last week, and you said keep watching. You got to give us a little tease on what's going to happen tonight.
What's going to happen, Dr. Jackie? What the people got going on in Married to Medicine, honey? What y'all got going on?
So the one thing I can say is a couple of things. I had to recruit the Golden Girls to pull this off because I knew that. So I got with Simone and Heavenly. But Quad, you must admit, it's probably one of the most dynamic trips we've ever had in a lot of ways. We had a lot of ups. We had a lot of downs. We almost had a lot of outs, but it was a good trip. I mean, it was an amazing trip. We had a lot of good time. You will see things that you didn't know. You know, they took me places that I didn't know they had out there. Kendall, it was a lot.
Did the people take you places, or did you just travel there because you wanted to be there, honey? Because the little piece of lingerie you picked up, I said, "Oh, I didn't know that was your style, honey."
Okay,
girl. Listen,
you got some bedroom candy out there?
Indeed, honey. All type of oils and fragrances and candles, honey, and whips and things.
I mean, Girls Gone Wild weekend. You know what goes on in Vegas didn't stay in Vegas. You'll get to see it, but it was a lot.
I gotta add to that. I gotta tell you, in all the years that I've been a part of the show since the conception, this was the first time that I truly like had real fun. Yeah. You know, a lot of times, and you guys can, you know, we're like, okay, we going on a trip, and it's like, oh, they ask you this question: are you excited to go on a trip? We're like, yeah. It's work for us, honestly. This time, you know, you be like, yeah, child, I'm excited, you know, because you got to get a people something. But child, you be like, oh, it's about to be a whole lot of shit, you know. But I got to tell you, this time, this was the best time ever that I have had on a trip, being a part of Married to Medicine. I think everyone really just let their hair down. Baby, they must have took their wigs off. Some of them took their panties off. Like, it was a whole situation.
Okay.
It was a whole situation. I really think that the women just was like, screw the cameras. Yeah. Like, screw the cameras. We're here. I'm in a moment. And I love when the girls are in the moment. I actually had a great time even with some of those who I don't really rock with.
See, now I'm excited to watch tonight because it was a lot of, you know, bickering going on at the beginning. And I was going to ask you, Dr. Jackie, tonight, did you think a lemon squeeze was going to be necessary?
Is it a lemon on yellow? I need a whole lemon, what is orchard? I need a whole, but it was a wonderful trip. Yes, we need a lemon squeeze. We'll need it right on down to the reunion. But we had a wonderful trip. We had a good time, and we dealt with some hard stuff. You know, we couldn't go anywhere. You couldn't get in your car and go home. You know, take the next plane out. So we had to sit there and deal with some real hard stuff, and we had a good time.
What about some of those confessions that came out, Dr. Jackie?
What's the confession?
Baby, they
listen.
Okay, I think it was something in the drink. I mean, in that restaurant, there was something in that drink because people started talking and telling stuff, and we broke the fourth wall. We kept saying, "Girl, the camera,
I think it was the drink in the private room, and then the way the shrimp and the lobster was set up. The people were telling the whole. I said, "Ooh, baby!" The people were talking about very close members of their families and everything. I was like, "Oh, Lord Jesus."
I love when when we take trips or when the girls finally like really let their hair down and forget that the cameras is there.
Okay. That's when the funny
real them come out.
Let me tell you this. I've never had a lap dance.
You never had a lap dance?
No.
Oh, Lord.
And let me ask you this. Dr. Jackie, did you tip that woman? Did you tip her?
Oh, baby, I cannot wait. Oh,
just asking. I'm asking for the people in the back.
Wait. Shout out. Hold on, y'all. Shout out to Brandy from P Valley. I see you in the comments, girl.
What's up,
What's up, Brandy? That's my girl.
Y'all need to go on her page and see them dances she was showing from her last performance. Okay, yes. I see you, girl.
Yeah. No, I've never. I didn't have words.
Did you have the coin? Did you tip her?
Quit talking. So drink your water.
I'm so glad you living a little, you know, because you just be so Dr. Jackie. I'm just so glad you had a chance to really.
I didn't have a choice in this matter, okay?
Well, you said y'all all had a chance to let y'all hair down, and I'm glad it was down. Because speaking of trips, Kandi, Jamaica, tonight we'll see more of Jamaica. Is there anything that you regret doing on this trip? Or is there something that you can tease so we can know what to look for in about 25 minutes?
Anything that I regret? I mean, I don't really regret much. But, you know, obviously, I was shocked they allowed, they showed y'all so much of me cussing and stuff on it. Because, like, normally I tried, that's the one thing I can say for myself. I try not to curse as much on camera as I do like my mouth can be like a sailor on a regular, like if I'm not on camera, but I try to clean it up on TV, but certain people have me so heated. So you heard us cussing last week, and on tonight you're gonna hear me cussing a little bit more.
I'm so glad, and I can't wait to watch it, because you know when you in that element, I say, now this Kandi right here. This is Kandi right here.
Yeah.
Now, Kandi, about that conversation, before I get back over to Miss Quad, about that conversation that you and Marlo was having, Todd stepped in because she basically brought him into the conversation. You know, she always want to call you a sugar mama. That's her favorite thing to do, her favorite line.
So annoying.
But Quad was like, don't forget, I was on this show. I was producer on this show before I was on this show. He was like, you bought your way into this group. Did she really?
He explained, you have to watch the reunion.
Okay.
Because he makes it very clear for everybody exactly what he meant, and you will find out at the reunion. I can't tell you now.
Oh, okay.
Kandi, do you ever get tired of people? Like, it's been years now. You know, I'm well aware of what Todd does, and Todd has made some major moves in terms of building and help to build your empire even stronger, you guys' empire together. Do you ever get tired of it? Do you ever get sick of, like, why they saying my man don't do nothing?
That's so
annoying. Do you ever get sick of it?
It's so annoying to me when they try to disrespect him like that or try to make it seem like, oh, he just sits around and let me take care of him. So clearly, you guys, we've built an empire together since we've been together. When I met him, he was not broke. He had a great position in TV production. He was a production manager when he first came on our show, but he's been a line producer for multiple shows after that. He's had his own productions where he produced other people's shows. He worked for a network before then. So he has had a long resume of his own. So
he had a condo in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He worldwide.
He's totally renovated, by the way. He will show that later, too.
Do you feel that it was shady? Do you feel that it was shady that Bravo would, like, literally list both of you all's accolades and accomplishments and like,
I think they, you know, of course, now we already know that the editors, we call them the fifth shade, what they said, they the extra shady housewife, the editors. They shade the hell out of us. They are so shady with their editing. I mean, with their list, I guess they were trying to put up a list of our, you know, assets before coming into the marriage. He had a nice ass condo in Jersey. It ain't cheap, y'all. Like, before he met me. And yes, I mean, I got a long career, so, you know, I got other things of my own. But really, who was really done with that list was my mama. She was like, why they put my damn house on your list? Come on, mama. Leave me alone. I don't know. That's them. I didn't tell them to do that.
oh, Lord.
But yeah, I mean, it does not even matter what we had coming into the marriage because we've accumulated so much since being together. Like, we've got multiple restaurants, as you've seen. We got multiple commercial properties, all kind of stuff together.
Multiple babies.
Babies, which Dr. Jackie, you helped us get there. Thank you. You changed my life for the better. You know, it's just, I mean, I don't really, at this point, I think I get more bothered by it than Todd does. Like, he'd be like, whatever.
I'd be so chill.
I'm the one to be tripping.
Now, Quad, Miss Quad. Excuse me, y'all.
Get into it.
Miss Quad, I want to talk about that intervention.
Mm-hmm.
I was dying laughing because when you said, do Heavenly know about this? And they said, you was like, oh, y'all bitches shady. I said, Quad, it's me. Me and her, we the same person because I would have been the same way. What is your thoughts on that intervention? Do you think that, of course you thought it was wrong, but do you think that Heavenly should have known about that before walking in? Because I think she played it cool. I would have told that bitch up.
No, she really didn't play it too cool, and I knew that she was gonna flee, and she fled. But it was wrong. Like, if you're really trying to conduct an intervention, like, you don't go and deal with someone's adversaries or their enemies. Like, relationships are slightly evolving now. So some of those persons that was a part of that intervention, she's now a little bit more, she's warming up to them a little bit more. But honestly, you should have went and had Jackie or myself, some people who really care about her, some people who are really her friends. You don't really go and get someone's enemy to say, oh, you know what? We're going to go ahead and we're going to stage this intervention. Meanwhile, you go put on a wig and you call yourself, oh, sometimes you got to come with the storm. Why are you going with the storm if it's an intervention? See, these are things I'm just saying. I pay close attention to detail and I watch what people say. And I like Contessa too. She's my soror, will never fall out. That's one of my sisters. But yet and still, right is right and wrong is wrong. And has heavily said some foul shit? Absolutely. Will heavily be dealt with? Of course, by me, she will. Absolutely. But still, in the same vein of being her friend, I don't think it should have happened that way.
Now, Quad, Heavenly needs no defending, but she didn't flee. They put her out. She told her
she got the hell on. She got
no,
the hell on.
She told her to get out. She told her to get out.
Who told her to get out?
Contessa? Yeah.
Where was I when that was stated?
You must have been outside, but she said
you was in there with Dr. Simone them, and y'all was having that little.
Yeah, it was but then that could have happened.
Said she had a freedom of in this is a free country.
Baby, she said, she said, baby, this is America. I said, America.
This is America.
Okay. You know, but, okay, so maybe Heavenly got put out. I'm not sure. I wasn't present. But I still would say I knew that would be an uncomfortable environment. And I think that, and they knew it too. That's why they wanted us to put our phones up and all of this. And, you know, I just feel like if you want to have
you called it,
and I think I coined that word, ambush, because that's what I feel like it is. But then, and I asked Contessa later on, I said, do you want to do anything different? And she says, no, I did it the way I wanted to do. She said it's an ambush when she goes onto her YouTube. So this is my platform. So I'm going to return the favor. It is what it is.
So are they going? Will we see this later? Are they going to fix things or at least try?
Fix them, baby. We ain't no wrench. Ain't a screwdriver, ain't no drill, baby. Listen, ain't no tool belt, baby. It's just not. that won't be fixing it. No.
Okay, so you ladies have a new. Is she the new cast member or is she a friend to the show? How do I say her name?
Audra.
Audra seems like she coming with some heat. So
I like Audra.
Is she coming to shake things up? Is she gonna be the new Heavenly? Dr. Heavenly?
No. There would never be another Heavenly. We don't want another one either. So that's a no. No, she is her own woman in her own right. Very smart, intelligent, beautiful girl. Very kind, very sweet. She just don't take no shit. And that's just what it is. We like Audra. I hope to see Audra around for a long time.
I mean, you get to see the lawyer in Audra. You just hang around and watch how lawyer.
Well, the people said she was a bad attorney, honey. Now the people said that, Jake. Why
the people
assassinate her job like that, her career?
Oh, speaking of the people, I'm gonna come to you next.
She gonna get you about that.
But Dr. Jackie and
who gonna get me?
Quad.
Audra.
No, baby, I would never do nothing now. I'm pulled up, baby. I would never ever assassinate someone's good job and they worked hard and went through school and then they had to pass the bar. Honey, that is foolish to say somebody is a horrible attorney. I do not put a stamp on that at all. That wasn't me. I don't do those things.
Oh, okay. We'll just share what the people say.
We'll get to Audra litigate. Audra will litigate for us. You will see her litigate.
We're gonna stay tuned for that. And one more question for both of you. So Anila and Dr. Karen, when they pulled up with them outfits on Halloween at that party.
What kind of outfits did they have on?
You know they was the two men in the truck. I said, now why two men in the truck calling Toya and Dr. Eugene outside? Did y'all think that they were just being funny, or did you think they were being malicious?
We were walking in, and when I heard they were blowing the horn, I'm like, what is going on? And they started screaming out, Toya, and I'm like I was dumbfounded, like, what is going on? So we were walking in behind them. We got a whole view of what was going on. And when I read the names on the back on there, it said Saja Movers. Like, what is going on?
But my thing is this: where's the lie?
You're not running this show. This is not you to ask questions.
No. This is our show.
And then you know that, honey, I am the inquisitor. You understand?
Where's the lie about what?
But the lady been moving since the conception of the show. They say the lady done moved about 6-7 times. So the people say we need to provide moving.
Yes.
I can't with y'all.
She building her dream home. Y'all gotta stop. She's building her other dream home.
The dream home was built just a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago.
She said she built another one, and then she said she'll build another one after this. She'll always.
Well, honey, I'm just happy about my little bullshit ass apartment, child. You know, I live in bullshit, child. You know, that's how I operate. Jackie, and it is what it is, honey. You can go over there, pull up, and I'm gonna stay how I am. That's what it is. I'm just simply saying the people didn't lie. The people have moved profusely. Listen, all of the fans stated they have put it on the television, down to the Bravo network. They have put it all out there. So you can't really get mad if the people say today we're gonna dress up as movers, honey. And let me tell you something. if you made what you made on it, I'm just saying, I would have see how I would have handled that. I would have said, yes, Anila, go ahead and get that desk. Okay, get Kieran, you get that. Oh, those are my Fabergé eggs. Okay, wait a minute, they're very delicate. See, I would have ran them hot. Why get upset? If it ain't true, why you mad? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Run them baby, run them high, it's unfolding. That's what I'm saying.
I think we all want bigger homes, maybe.
I'm good with my home. I'm okay with mine. I'm just gonna stay where I'm at. I'm okay.
That house was huge. What?
Blessings.
I mean, it's only 4 of them. Okay.
Blessings.
It's only 4 of them. What? How big? They come over here.
Listen, the woman had literally sat down with the architect and came up with the pool, and then turned around and said the pool was too small. Listen, it's not my pool. So if the pool is too small for her, then the pool is too small for her. But I'm just simply saying, where is the lie? And then you get upset, but you jumped into Anila's, when they said it's a joke or whatever, or you say you don't be in women's business or all of that, but you jump into Anila's DM and you say, oh, watch out for Quad and Hebron. Watch out for what? The best that ever came? Oh. That's what you're watching out for?
Come on, spill the tea.
Oh, okay. Watch out for the best that ever came then.
Oh, this is a great live. I'm loving it.
I thought she bringing all the smoke on this live.
Wait, but listen.
Ready for it all. Flaming hot.
A couple more
Flaming
questions.
hot. What's up with it?
I got a couple more questions because we can go. But it's almost 8 o'clock.
Yeah, baby, because people got to get down to the Bravo.
Yeah, I got to get on down. I got to get on down to the bed and the TV so I can do them Housewives. So I got to.
Child, you need to have the TV already set.
Believe me. And the Hennessy is in there waiting, okay? But listen, Kandi, speaking of Marlo, you know, she always call you sugar mama. One thing about you will turn a negative into a positive. Do we got a sugar mama song coming out? Do we got a sugar mama show coming out?
No, I'm not giving her no energy on that sugar mama mess. I didn't even think about that one. But you do have that worldwide.
You just gave her new idea.
Hit my bio phone right now.
This is what I wanted to talk to you about. Remember when you came on Social Society and you was like, we could talk about something else. You was like, no, you can't come work at OLG and help me out, but we could talk about something else. I say we open up a dessert shop and call it Sugar Mama. Bam. Call me later. Call me later.
I like the idea. But let me just say this. Can I get a little side note? The new song. Y'all better stop playing.
Oh,
baby, if you get caught cheating. If you get caught cheating.
Thank you, Quad.
Girl, let me tell you something. I said run it back 5 times. It was so good. I was feeling it.
Thank you. You know, it was Tiny and I, we decided to like do the answer to division song or whatever. We made our own. It's called If You Get Caught Cheating or whatever. We put a SoundCloud up with the song, and then we also got the YouTube video. So y'all run that up, y'all. And tell your radio station to play If You Get Caught from Kandi and Tiny. You know, so we can have our women's anthem, because we did it for the ladies, because I got tired of hearing that male toxicity. It was
yeah. Oh, because in the song it says, "If don't let this one him having sex with her, for lack of better words, mess up what we got." Now how she messing that up? You chose to do that. Okay.
Okay. Well, no, what I was saying, when I heard it, I had called Jermaine. I was like, hey, can we get that instrumental? Because we cannot let this go down. We're not doing it.
Baby, you was really fit. Did you write the verse? Do you and Tanya wrote your verses?
You know she did.
Yes, of course we did.
You saw that face? She said yes.
Baby,
well, I mean, that's what Tiny and I did.
I saw you do this.
Oh, because I'm not playing like you get caught cheating on me, it's gonna be problems. You know, I'm gonna do you dirty. You know what I'm saying? No, but I mean, Tiny and I, that's a lot of people forget that, you know, we are singer-songwriters and that's our background. You know, you see it so much on, you know, reality TV and stuff. So people forget, you know, we can pull out that hot 16 on you real quick.
Andy.
All right. Okay, so I got to get out of here. So before we go, one more. I'm going to open it up to everybody. What are you most excited for the viewers to see for the rest of the season on both shows? Dr. Jackie, I'm going to let you start, and then Miss Quad, and then Kandi, you finish.
Okay.
I want the viewers to see how it ends. I mean, I don't know how to say it without saying it. I just want them to keep watching. Watch it all the way to the end, because you'll see how it all comes together or falls apart.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right, and following up with that, I got to tell you, the most exciting thing that I am interested in the viewers seeing is something we've not even filmed yet, baby. And it's called a little something called a reunion.
We just did ours.
Girl, I heard, girl, you know I heard.
I can't wait.
We just did ours.
I'm
Yes.
gonna call you.
Well, I would have to say for the rest of our season, every episode from here on out is fire. It's so much more they got to look forward to from whether the rest of this Jamaica trip, okay? Then you got the stuff going on with Tyrone. We finally gonna meet his ass. Man, we finally get to see whether or not She by Sheree is gonna happen or not. You get to see where that goes.
See where my joggers at.
You know, we did a little. Well, we didn't do it, but it's a little situation for the birthdays for Kenya and Marlo, because you do realize their birthdays right by each other, right? They both Aquarius and they can't stand each other. So imagine us trying to bring them and they people together. It's gonna be every episode here on out is definitely gonna be the people gonna be going up for.
Can I insert a question that has you know, we've seen it in the blogs and all of that. And I'm gonna go ahead and address this to Kandi. Kandi, what you think about our good friend Sheree dating Marlo?
Please don't ask me about Sheree.
I just did.
Well, I think she has a great brand with She by Sheree, and it is coming soon. That's what I think.
Martell is gonna be.
I didn't say nothing about She by Sheree, girl. I said something about her and Martell Holt.
I don't even want to talk about that, man. You know, I already said what I had to say about that. And, you know, I just hope that it is genuine, you know, and I guess only time will tell, right?
So we can expect to see him on the next season. That's what you're saying.
So let me ask you,
I don't know where you're going to see him.
why?
I don't know his schedule, okay? I don't know. I'm not getting into where you're going to see him or not.
So I got to
happiness is everything.
Wait a minute, Quad. Are we gonna meet your guy?
Oh, baby!
Oh, yeah, baby, did you hook me up with someone?
I mean, you doing all these questions over here.
Yeah, what's up, Quad?
Because that was my next question for Quad.
The people want to know.
I'm sure y'all do. Y'all don't start lying on me, so I'm sure you want to know. Honey, when the hate don't work, you start lying.
Okay, Miss Quad.
You're deflecting right now. You're deflecting. Are we gonna meet him?
I answered the question straight like that. I'm not deflecting, never will I.
Oh.
So
Miss Quad, before we go, Miss Quad, will you ever date medicine again?
You know what? I don't know, child. I just might, honey.
That's a good question.
Pay attention because she telling us something.
No, this is what I'm saying. I want to date a man that gets me, who understands me, who we can grow together, bond together. Who is a man who is a loyal person who loves God and is for the community. That's what I like.
Do you ever hear from your ex?
Which one?
Your ex-husband.
You know what? Actually, I think a couple of months ago, Kandi, that was something I needed to do. I took care of that. And, you know, he and I spoke briefly in that period of time that needed to be taken care of. And that was about the size of it. Yeah.
Maybe we can stage a reunion.
Okay.
Do what? What she said?
Stage a reunion. Maybe we can y'all can just be friends.
Reunited and it feels so good.
No. Candy, stop. Kendall, don't do that. Let me tell you something. No, honestly, no disrespect. The man may be dating someone now. It's completely fine. We're okay. I wish him love, wealth, and health. It is done.
We just want to meet that man you were describing right there.
What hooked me up with him?
Dr. Jackie is telling some things, and I am here for it. Okay?
Jackie ain't telling y'all shit.
Miss Quad, I can't wait to come over so we can make them cocktails and you
come on. You know what a house at? Come on, child.
All right, so
okay, wait, hold on. Everybody smile one time for 3 seconds. Okay. No, that's I'm saying that because when you save this live, you need to have a still shot of all of us so it can be the cover of it.
Come on, Kandi, you better produce.
Because I hate when people, you be trying to find a picture from the frame. So if we all smile for 3 seconds, he got a good one, he can show it. He can be the cover.
Okay, y'all, I got like 3 minutes so I can get to the TV. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us tonight on this live. This was so much fun. I wish we could keep going. The Real Housewives of Atlanta come on tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That is in 3 minutes. And following behind the Real Housewives of Atlanta is everybody's other favorite Atlanta show, Married to Medicine. We will see Miss Quad and Dr. Jackie and all the other lovely ladies on there.
It's the ATL takeover, baby. The ATL takeover. Tune in
It's the ATL takeover. We in this thing. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much. I got to go get my drink ready. And Kandi, you can catch me at about 10 o'clock on my page.
Okay.
See y'all later.
Bye. Bye.
Have a good one.
See?